Good morning, Peter Gruber International Academy Administration. My name is Mrs. Michelle Weichman, and today I will be discussing emerging trends in educational technology, more specifically in the area of gamification. Before we begin, it must be said that as we continue to educate 21st century learners, we must keep in mind that technical innovations are progressively developing in education. Integration of technology in the classroom is crucial. As I stated earlier, I will be discussing the trend of gamification. This trend has been emerging since 1896, when retailers would reward loyal customers with stamps. According to the innovative instructor, gamification is defined as the application of typical elements of game playing, specifically to engage users in problem solving. Gamification continues to move forward in society. It has now reached the educational classroom. While it excites students, many school systems are expressing the positive and negative aspects of gamification. As I continue with my discussion on gamification, I will now touch upon 5 positive aspects of gamification in the educational classroom. Gamification helps teachers create lessons that engage learners. Gamification also helps hold attention and motivate learners because they are attempting to reach a goal. This positive reaction helps learners to become active participants in the classroom. When teaching lessons, it is important to make sure students are reaching their goals. If students are not enjoying how the lesson is being taught, positive outcomes will not be achieved. Gamification can make learning informative, but also exciting because it is interactive. This makes students feel like an important part of the learning process. As educators, it is our job to instill knowledge in our students. Gamification helps with knowledge retention by allowing students to track their progress as they develop new skills. Gamification helps students link learning content in real-life situations. While using educational games, students learn lessons like right and wrong, based off how they are progressing in the game. If they make the wrong choice, they will not continue on. Students can apply this concept to the outside world. One of the best positive aspects of gamification is it can be applied to all learners and content areas. Whether you are in kindergarten or 12th grade, game-based learning is available for your ability level in any content area. Now that I have discussed a variety of positive aspects of gamification in the classroom, I will touch upon 5 negative aspects. In order for gamification to be integrated, students must have access to technology. If students are working in a one-computer classroom, they will not reap the benefits of being totally committed, nor have a true understanding of gamification due to the lack of user time. Technology can be costly. Many programs are free. However, the programs that really allow for premier gamification and curriculum to be aligned can be expensive. Students can have a poor attention span if teachers do not integrate and align gamification well with the curriculum. If programs and games are set up poorly, students may become disengaged. Teachers sometimes overuse the trend of gamification, and this leads to the lack of hands-on exercises. For example, chemistry experiments are now exemplified using YouTube videos instead of performing them in a lab. Gamification does not meet the needs of all learners. Auditory learners may struggle without spoken instructions, and English language learners may not be able to read and follow the directions. Wearing 2 different hats as an administrator and a Spanish instructor, I have 2 different visions when it comes to gamification. As a Spanish instructor, I'm all for gamification. I believe it is the new language of learning. In my classroom, it helps students connect more with the language because they are using audio and visual aids as well as programs that force them to reach a goal. They are also able to connect with other Spanish speakers globally. As an administrator, I have seen both proper integration of gamification and poor integration. This sends up a red flag for me because curriculum and teaching should be consistent across the board, or students become confused and disengaged in the learning process. Thank you for attending. It has been wonderful to be able to share ideas on gamification. I hope it was helpful. Remember, when implementing an emerging trend in technology, always research both the positive and negative aspects of the trend.